Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and here today on the Llama77 Gaming channel we are going to be talking about Apex Legends. As requested by many of you, I'm going to show you what legends are good this season and which ones you should probably stay away from. I'll be giving each legend two ranking from 1 to 13, 1 being the best on the good ranking and also a ranking on how hard they are to play, 1 being the hardest, 13 being the easiest. So let's get into it, guys. So the first guy we're going to be talking about is the Decoy Man, aka Mirage. Mirage takes number 1 in the legend rank because of his new buffs. A 60-second ultimate cooldown is almost nothing. With his new rework, his decoys now mimic his movement. His new ultimate now sends out multiple decoys, and with the ult, it is also hard to tell which one is him. Now we're going to look at how easy he is to play. The ranking I gave him is a 13, meaning he is the easiest character to play at this moment. Anybody can grab this guy and probably be really, really successful. The next legend we are going to be talking about is Bloodhound. Scanning documents and enemies is his forte. Bloodhound got a buff that extends the time his scan lasts, meaning that you will definitely catch anybody nearby if you're scanning, even if they're coming towards you and you miss them in the first couple seconds. And he can scan really good and he can reveal anybody nearby, so he takes the number 2 spot on the legend ranking on how good he is this season. But he definitely increases your chances to win a fight with the scan and with his ultimate, but his how easy it is to play, he gets a number 9. Bloodhound is pretty simple to play. With his medium hitbox, he's a good choice this season. He can also see steps of enemies, and that is giant if you're tracking or chasing a team. The one downside is his ultimate. Using it can be really good if played correctly, but the speed boost, it is really easy to get ahead of your teammates and die early, get into a fight way too fast without them, and during the ultimate you do drop a few frames. But next up we got the Bracelet Girl, Loba. The character introduced in this season is very good. I gave her the number 3 ranking of the legends. Loba has become the new Pathfinder with his nerf that we'll talk about later. Her bracelet can let her escape and attack if necessary. Her ultimate can get the entire team to loot a place super fast if they need to, giving them more time for a fight and less time focused on looting. Her passive is giant in that it makes it so she can see purple and gold items through the walls. This makes her loot faster, which can also mean she gets into fights faster and can focus on fighting more than looting. How hard she is to play, she gets an 11, so she is pretty easy with her bracelet. Her ultimate is even simpler and is one of the easy pick up and play characters. Next up, we have the enemy of Loba, Revenant. Revenant is no joke in that he hates everyone. Revenant by himself is not great, but when a team comes, the death totem is giant, giving them over 150 extra health if all of them use the death totem correctly. So the rank he gets is number 4. Very, very huge in team fights, and his ultimate is one of the best this season. He's very good this season, and he can help the team so much. And the Revenant on how hard to play is a number 7, just because his abilities are definitely very good, but he has no escape ability and no real thing to get out. He is just a medium-sized hitbox, no defensive abilities. So if he gets caught out, then he is dead. He doesn't have any defensive abilities, so you have to learn how to use him. Moving on to our next legend, though, we have Wraith. Wraith on our list takes number 5. Wraith has been the staple of Apex Legends since the beginning. Wraith has gotten a few nerfs that makes her portal disappear after 4 seconds if both ends are outside the ring. Her abilities are some of the best out there and easy for new players to pick up on. So this is why she gets the 12th spot on how hard she is. She is very easy. She can be picked up and played by anyone, and she has one of the smallest hitboxes around. Picking her up will probably give you good results this season. But moving on to the next legend on our list, we have the unsuspecting character that some of you might not expect in this spot is Octane. Octane takes our number 6th spot on the legend list. Octane has been a mid-tier character ever since he was introduced. People don't think too much of it when they are fighting an Octane. I would be scared when fighting an Octane that knows what he is doing. With a technique called the Stim Strafe, he is so good. This is where you stim up to someone you are shooting and move left to right. This means enemies will miss more shots and you will win more. On the hard list, however, he takes number 4. The stim strafe is hard to master, and his abilities together are almost a watered down Loba bracelet. So, but if he is used correctly, he is super amazing. Moving on, the next person we have is the big boy, the tank, the domer, the bombarder. He has a lot of names, but the one he goes by most is Gibraltar. Gibraltar will be taking the number 7th rank on our list. The man is still the game's tank in that he is very good with his arm shield. His one big downfall, huge downfall literally, is his hitbox. He may have an extra 50 health, but when someone is shooting at him, they are probably not going to miss a single shot. It's like shooting at a barn. And he also takes the number 6 spot on how hard he is, because his dome shield will protect himself, but without any speed or anything to get away other than his dome shield, he is easily killed when running away. Next up, though, another middle of the pack legend, we have Bangalore. Bangalore takes our number 8 spot on our rankings today. Bangalore has never been that great since the beginning of Apex. Her biggest pro is that she'll go 2 times faster when someone misses a lot of shots on her or her teammates. This can mean up close she is very good, or she can run away very, very fast, making people miss more shots. However, her ultimate is lackluster in comparison to Gibraltar's. Her smoke is pretty hard to know when to use, so she takes number 9 on how hard she is. Middle of the pack on both. She is not really good or bad unless you can really super master just regular. The last middle of the pack is we have the healer of the game, Lifeline. She'll take our number 9 spot to round out the middle of the pack. She does really well on healing teammates through her drone and revives. She doesn't have anything too great to show off about herself. Her ultimate has a chance to give you a good shield, but it could just give you a purple sniper stock. She does take number 10 on how hard she is to play, because she is one of the easiest characters to pick up. She is not that good this season. It will definitely be easy for you if you're a new person, because she has a heal drone and stuff that gets you better loot. But she is probably not going to be played at pro play, or one you should pick up if you are better at the game. Next on our list will be a big surprise that you haven't seen him higher on the list. The Grapple Man. Pathfinder. Never has Pathfinder been on this low on my list, but in this season he takes number 10. The Pathfinder nerf of making his grapple 35 seconds is huge. Pathy has a huge play rate since the beginning. Pathfinder is now a worse option than a Loba or an Octane. He is also very hard to learn, so he takes the number 2 spot on how hard he is. Those 2 factors of learning the momentum, and if you miss that one grapple, you are just a regular robot with nothing to escape. It makes him one of the hardest to play, and he takes a pretty low spot with the nerfs. Next up, we have the world-class Rubik's Cube solver, the hacker, and the man who took down the Repulsor Tower. It is Crypto, coming in at 11th on our list. Crypto is one of the more interesting characters. With one ult, he can take out Wattson and Caustic Traps, stunning enemies, and doing 45 damage. Now, this is huge. It sounds really overpowered, but the problem is it takes him out of a fight for at least 5 to 7 seconds, which means it is a 3v2, even at the bare minimum. Even if they lost a bunch of health, it is still a 3v2, which is still hard even if they have less health. This is why Crypto takes number 1 on our hardest to play list. If you play him perfectly and do everything perfectly, things could still go wrong because your team didn't push up or something like that. They could just heal it up if you don't go fast enough. And if he loses his drone, he has nothing. He has no escape ability. So, we have 2 legends left, and I bet you're wondering who is next. I am too. But before we get to the end of the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, if you don't agree with me on my list, just leave a comment below and we'll have a discussion. If you want to get a further discussion, you can join my Discord, which there is a link below. But now let us get to the final 2 legends, 2 left. And it is our electrifying legend. Taking number 12 is Wattson. Wattson is one of the more interesting legends that was played a lot before Crypto hit. Everyone was scared to play Wattson with a Crypto there to stop her. with less and less people having been playing crypto, most people won't risk it, even if there is less crypto playing. The only thing that does not give her last spot is her ultimate. Blocking Jibby, Caustic, and Banglar ultimates is her only saving grace. But if this is destroyed, she only has a few fences to stop people. She takes number 5 on how hard she is because her fences are hard to learn. She is a hard character to learn. She has no real escapability, and if you're playing an aggressive composition, you just don't want to play her. But at least she isn't last. And our final legend taking the last place spot of 13th is Caustic. Now, Caustic has been hated on since the beginning of Apex. He is one of the big boys with the second biggest hitbox. He has no escapability, and his traps and ult can get taken out by a Wattson or a Crypto. The only real positive is he can hold down a building really well or attack other teams with a Caustic as well. The man also takes number 3 on how hard he is in coming close to the top. One of the hardest legends to use. Caustic getting a nerf makes him way harder to use. If you place a trap on a door and someone on the other side activates it, it no longer goes through the door and damages them. So you have to place them next to the door, allowing them to come inside, get hit by it, and then they can hit you with it. Or the door will be blocked. It is a good way to block a door, but it does not damage them on the other side. Well, that is the list of all the legends in order, but this is just my opinion. If you think I'm wrong, leave me a comment, or if you would rather have a full conversation, join my Discord. There is a link in the description. I also stream Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on dlive.tv/llama77. If you want to see more Apex gameplay, there is a link in the description also. If you want some sweet merchandise to support my work, there's a link in the description for that too. I appreciate all of you that watched this video, but as always, never give up, never give in. My name's Llama77, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.